Hey, this is Notser, and today we're doing some World of Warships once again. And this time I wanted to focus on the Cruiser Submarine Surveillance ability that was introduced in 13.1. This was an attempt to make it a little bit more balanced when hunting submarines, and I do think that the ability is a good step in the right direction. Now, it will exist on these cruiser branches. This is the light cruiser for Japan, Yodo. The heavy cruiser for Japan, Zhao, which Zhao's been in the game forever. It's funny that Zhao has been given this ability. Venezia, which you know and love, SAP's pretty good against subs. And then the next entry will be this heavy cruiser line that the Commonwealth fleet will have. So Cerberus is also the branch that will have submarine surveillance, and the submarine surveillance equipment is the following: 7 kilometers, 20 seconds it will last for, and the cooldown is 102.6 seconds. Now I think that's the same or roughly where it should be for all of them. This one's a little bit longer, but same distance, 7 kilometers. Now, with the one exception, this newcomer for the Commonwealth fleet, it's going to have a little bit better range, I think, as a benefit, because it's supposed to be, I guess the Commonwealth would have specialized more in submarine surveillance, so they're supposed to be better with regard to hunting these guys, but they're not currently available to, obviously, anyone. This is only for testing, and I can't show you gameplay. So I just wanted to take this chance to introduce submarine surveillance as we go take a game in the Yodo and experience the gameplay, the updated gameplay that might be possible. All right, so you can see the matchup. It's 4 battleships, 4 cruisers, 2 destroyers, and 2 submarines. So it's effectively a traditional, in the sense that with submarine surveillance, I can force a detection at 7 kilometers for 20 seconds, which is, it's kind of like a radar for underwater. So it's really useful. Obviously, if a sub sees this and isn't booking it, and I don't know how they couldn't see it coming a mile away with hydrophone changes, well documented in the previous video if you want to watch that, 13.1. But we've got submarine surveillance. So submarine surveillance is your answer to hunting a submarine. Radiolocation is also a very good skill for hunting submarines because it detects them at periscope depth. And with them going underwater and coming back up, it's not very... It's pretty obvious that it's a submarine, so you can put 2 and 2 together, you can figure out how to get on top of them, and you can do a lot of damage. So coupling that with submarine surveillance is a natural synergistic choice, and not everyone would choose to take radiolocation, but I've always invested over in radiolocation. I just like that it gives me information that I can choose to chase someone down, and in this example, a submarine, and I think it'll work quite well, and hopefully the game's enjoyable. So Yodo is the light cruiser for Japan, and it specializes in torpedoes, and we decided to go a torpedo build with this matchup. I have enjoyed my time with Yodo, but I'm not gonna lie, it's nice to get some value with regard to submarine surveillance. Obviously, they just added it to the Yodo. They didn't take anything away because, quite honestly, no one's playing the Yodo. But maybe they'll have a greater reason to pick up the Yodo and do this. It also has ship-launched, it has air-dropped depth charges, so the combo is pretty effective. And you can fire a high alpha, like, small gun caliber, I think 150 or 155. But yeah, it's a light cruiser, but it has really good anti-submarine properties. So, yeah, it kind of makes sense to attach it to this. So we're just opening up on our enemies. Obviously, I need to make use of my incoming fire to active dodge because we are a light cruiser. If AP lands on us, it's going to hurt a lot. So we cannot absorb the AP. We have to avoid the AP. And, I'm going to try and do the best I can. I'm a little rusty. Admittedly, I've been playing too much Project Cold War, and yeah, I am getting back into it. But yeah, we are obviously firing on this cruiser and just trying to give them lead. Obviously, broadside. So, in a broadside situation, you might ask yourself, should I switch to AP? And I think that AP is the ideal, obviously, if they are broadside, even with a light cruiser. But is it necessary for a submarine? No. Now, the radio location is pointing past this enemy cruiser that's about 10 kilometers away from us. So the 10-kilometer way means that something is closer, and for a second it looked like it was pointing at something. But then it switched. Now, it could have been pointing at the target that just died, but I think the target just literally got knocked out. And I think it switched before that, so I'm a little suspicious that there might be a submarine. And I'm just going to look at the water and use the island line of sight and active dodge. Nothing's changed as far as the way I play that. Trying to get as many fires as we can. I would love to put this submarine surveillance to the test. I'm really glad they added it to it. Leave in the comments what you think of cruisers getting a dedicated submarine tool. I think it's really great. Now, if I'm a submarine, I don't know that I'm a happy man, because I do think that the relationship seems a little tough, but they have to use that hydrophone, which is very powerful, but you have to know how to use it. And of course, we see guys right on top of us. We're going to activate it. He is going to be forcibly spotted. There's no choice. He has to stay. We get a couple drops on him. Admittedly, I wish I had hit better with them. He's up on the top and he just gets wiped out. Now, 20 seconds is a good amount of time, but it's just a little bit of time. So I think if a submarine player learned a better tactic for dealing with that, I don't think it would be as devastating. Like, I think you just need to dive underwater maybe when you're in submarine surveillance and get away from the surface as quickly as you can. Obviously, that submarine, you've got 20 seconds, and in a blink of an eye, you'll die, and you won't understand why. And yeah, I think that right now, it's going to be really easy to kill a lot of submarines with it. So get all that pent-up anger over not being able to. It's going to be fun to use submarine surveillance against them. I'm excited for the Commonwealth to come in with even greater range. 8 kilometers is pretty nice. 7's pretty good. 8's even better. I think this definitely turns it to a submarine must rely on hydrophone to keep track of unique targets. And don't you ever forget where any Japanese cruiser is, pretty much, or an Italian cruiser, or an enemy island. Gosh, we just shot him right in the face. But obviously, we'll wait for it to get out of the way. And then the up-and-coming Commonwealth. If you're a submarine, these are now on your kill target, runaway target. Don't ever get anywhere near them target. And certainly don't get close to them when that guy ran into the island. But we've been doing good with spreading out our torpedoes to affect the map. Even if they have hydroacoustic to spot out torpedoes, they've got to consider where they are. So maybe it was spot by someone on the enemy team, and an effort to avoid them because he felt like he couldn't get out, he rams into the island, and the rest is history. I think he was trying to avoid torps, but he got knocked out. So, we can go towards B point. We have an advantage as a team, but a disadvantage on the eastern side. So the western side is a full success. It's a full rout of the enemy. And we've chased them back to the brink of their spawn. There's no point, in my opinion, to continue pushing that direction, so I'm going to head towards B point. Obviously, I love fire, and if I can get a fire on something that's going to be taking damage, it's just bonus. But the primary prize here is to position my cruiser to contest B point. I have hydroacoustic. I also have submarine surveillance. I would love there to be the other submarine, but I don't think that the other submarine is in the area. I actually think this might be the Kitakaze, since the Kitakaze, last known position, is closest to B point. But we're going to just do some chip damage while we're moving over there, and thankfully my team is taking the attention of the main guns of that big behemoth battleship. He's going to die. He's just... who's going to kill him on my team? But headed out towards this, I decide, you know what? There might be one more salvo. I should definitely consider using hydroacoustic at this point. There is way too much on the line here. And, oh my gosh, yes. Now here, I'm still driving a tank. I thought I was moving so much faster, and I'm like, I could have literally just put on the brakes, turned away, and not taken it. My bad. Definitely rusty with ships. We'll get better. But, you know, we were able to get the Kitakaze spotted, and I think he fired at us. Maybe to bait us into the torpedoes, but he baited himself into taking more damage, which caused him to have to pull back. We are taking fire, and I tried to active dodge, but I'm not moving fast enough to do that. And the bungo just does what he needs to do. He just takes us down a peg or two. Feeling the pain. I'm healing, contemplating that I want to drop off detection. I sent torpedoes. Maybe someone will take the bait. That means nothing to me. That was the anti-submarine. There's no submarine here, so it doesn't do anything. I don't really care that he could see where I was shooting from. I was active dodging anyway, and he can't benefit from the aim. When you obviously see a target and they have them selected, you get better aim potentially on that target. Teammates are coming up towards B point, and it's always good to rotate back behind them because that enables you a really great opportunity to have someone else take the damage for now. And I think that's what you got to do. There is still an enemy submarine, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. Don't go rushing into a bad situation. That's how you die. I don't want the ship to sink. It's expensive. I'm contemplating sending torpedoes near the most obvious location that this person can go. And he's already taken quite a bit. And I'm thinking, let's just send them, see what happens. So we do that. Teammates are sending theirs as well. There's thankfully smoke in the way, so I feel pretty safe to do some firing because there are so many islands that are blocking line of sight. But of course we fire and we are detected, and oh no, where is the detection coming from? Maybe the enemy submarine. And we take direct fire from the Schlieffen, who obviously he wants to get more for his life than what he's getting. He's trying to survive long enough, but it's not working out for friend. And we are spotted the whole time, so I'm just trying to dodge whatever might come my way. and I'm trying to do as much of a snake as I possibly can. I would, however, love to see the Schlieffen get knocked out. I don't really care about the Petro that's over there. I just don't. But we're still going after that cruiser, because why not? It's a good way to play. If you're moving away from a target, you can be more aggressive because it's harder for them to hit you. So because I'm moving away from all the targets, I'm going to play more aggressive. It's just the way it goes. If I'm moving towards the target, then you need to play more defensively. But as I'm moving away, even if he lands shots on us, it's not going to go as well as he hopes. But we're doing a good enough damage on the target, and he's got hydro. He definitely has hydroacoustic because he stopped dead in his tracks and he tried to back up. We kept so many torpedoes going through that choke point, he couldn't even push himself through, and he was easy farm. So it ended up being a pretty good anti-Schlieffen play there, which, funny enough, the Yodo, obviously torpedoes are anti-Schlieffen, but you got to have a lot of torpedoes to be anti-Schlieffen. You can't just have one set. So, yeah, I like the way that ended up. Friendly takes out the Bungo that was doing damage to us. The Kitakaze's openly engaged on the south side, and I'm openly engaging the Petro, just hoping that he won't shoot directly at us, and maybe he'll start coming towards us so we can farm him. But yeah, submarine surveillance on a cruiser. How is the implementation? Not bad. I like it. It works well with airdropped depth charges. I think cruisers are pretty scary if you're a submarine, but the submarine has hydrophone. A well-played submarine will never be surprised. And because they will never be surprised, a submarine should always have a good plan. A well-played submarine is not going to sail directly towards you as a cruiser submarine surveillance. Yodo, Zhao, Venezia, or Cerberus, which is the up-and-coming Commonwealth. Once they realize what you offer, they're not going to sail to you, so you have to influence other ways and then jump on them whenever you can. But in this game, it ended up working out nice. Liked it, and yeah, it was okay. Not half bad. Good chance to use it. Tell me what you think. Like the video. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.